flow rate, inventory, and flow time. When we analyze processes, we will see that there are three interesting measures or metrics that tell us something about the process. The first of them we'll call a flow time and use the symbol T. A flow time is the time for a flow unit to get through the process from arrival to departure, including waiting time. So flow time for the full process will be the time from entering to leaving, right? For example, for the interventional radiology, it would be the time for a patient, right? From the moment the patient enters the unit before even getting to register and so on, and till the time the patient leaves the unit and goes home. But we can also talk about flow time for a particular activity. For example, when the procedure itself is being done, we could also talk about the flow time for the procedure activity. Usually T will denote here the average flow time, not a particular patient's flow time, but we can also talk about flow time for one patient. Inventory is the second metric. The symbol is that we will use is I. We will also sometimes talk about work in progress, or WIP for short. Inventory is the number of units that are contained within the process. Now, it's natural to talk about inventory in manufacturing processes where we produce goods. For example, we know how many cars are in the finished goods inventory, or how many cars are at a particular dealer or being shipped and so on, or how many are actually partially completed. But in operations management, we will also use inventory to describe the number of people in the service, right? Because the same logic applies to goods and to people who are there to receive service. So, for example, we can talk about the number of people who are in the interventional radiology unit and then call them this inventory. And the third measure will be a flow rate. The symbol will be R from rate. And sometimes it's also called throughput. This is the rate at which the process delivers output. And it will be measured in the number of flow units per unit of time. So you see, we have three measures here. One is time. The second is units that are processed, like people. And the third is flow units per unit of time. So the unit of the third one is a combination of the first two. We will also later on use something called process capacity, for which the symbol will be C, but it's really a maximum flow rate. So it's the variant of the third measure, maximum flow rate that the process is capable of delivering. So an interesting view for interventional radiology unit would be to look at cumulative input and output, so cumulative number of patients who entered the process and who left the process. So you see here, the red line is indicating the number of patients who left, or output, sorry, the blue line is indicating the number of patients who arrived in the process. And the red line is indicating the number of patients who left the process. So you will see that sometime between around 7:30, the first patient arrived, and then the number of patients became 1, and then the second patient arrived, right, and probably waited because the first patient was still there, but the first patient left at close to 9 a.m. And you see the second patient left close to around 10 a.m. and so on. So when you see these two lines, right, when they meet, that means there's no more patients in the unit, but when there is a space between them in a vertical space, means that there is actually a number of patients at this moment, at this time. There is a number of patients in the interventional radiology unit, and we will call this inventory, right? At the same time, if you look horizontally, you will see the flow time measure, because you will see, assuming the patients arrive and leave in the same order, there's no overtaking, then you will actually see the time from the moment that this patient number 6 arrives, or number 7, the patient number 7 arrives, to the moment the patient number 7 leaves, right? So that's the flow time for this patient. And interestingly, the slope here, the kind of approximate slope of this chart will actually tell us the flow rate of the system. So several questions I want to ask just to clarify which measure is which. If you consider a person, the person spends on average 53 minutes in the gym. Now the gym is the process. What measure is this? Is it flow time, inventory, or flow rate? Well, it's the time spent in the gym. So it is the flow time for a unit, which in this case is a person who's visiting the gym and exercising, hopefully there. If there are on average 7.3 persons in the gym, that's inventory because it indicates, right, how many people are present. Notice that flow time or flow or inventory can be fractional even if the actual values are not integer. So, for example, in the number of people in the gym is never fractional. We never have 0.3 persons, right, or 7.3 or something like that people in the gym. However, if you average the numbers that are integer, like 0, 1, 2, 3, and so on, with a certain probability, right, up to, I don't know, a certain maximum that the gym can accommodate at the same time, you might get a fractional number. And it's important to keep the fractional number for accurate understanding, right? 7.3 is somewhat more than 7.0. You shouldn't round this. And if you look at a measure like the third one, during one day, 153 people visit the gym. You might actually think this is, again, we're talking about the inventory because we're mentioning how many people are there in the gym. But we're not talking about the number of people that are present at a particular moment. We're talking about how many people went through the process over one day. And so I want you to see that this is actually a flow rate measure because it talks about unit uh, of flow, which is people who visit the gym, per unit of time. In this case, unit of time is one day, right? So if we were basically saying the flow rate on this one day, it was 153 people per day. And if you want, we could convert it to, like, for example, a flow rate per hour. If we know that, let's say, the gym is open 10 hours a day, then we would know the flow rate per hour on average will be 15.3 people per hour.